So let me, I know,
Therefore,
Mr. Mousavian, hold on one second. I just need to ask you a question here. I want to ask you about where, because I consider you somebody who's essentially, close enough to be part of the current government there. So the resilience of it, how do you account for it? Because I want to play a soundbite from Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, who spoke to Al Jazeera about the decapitations and about how the regime is still operating.
I do not know why the Americans and the Israelis still have not understood this point. The Islamic Republic of Iran has a strong political structure with established political, economic, and social institutions. The presence or absence of a single individual does not affect this structure. Of course, individuals are influential and each person plays their role, some better, some worse, some less. But what matters is that the political system in Iran is a very solid structure.
So, Mr. Mousavian, how solid, first of all, do you agree with the foreign minister? And these are very top leaders now who've been assassinated, very top, from your supreme leader to the head of the intelligence to the head, the national security official, Ali Larijani. How much more can the government there tolerate in terms of targeted assassinations?
First of all, about the resilience, Christian, I think the world already is somehow surprised. During past 20 days, Iran has demonstrated significant resilience. The American-Israeli assumption was that the regime would collapse 48 hours, maximum 72 hours after they assassinate number one, the supreme leader, and about 50 very high-level security military officials, but Iran retaliated just 3 hours after the assassination of the leader and the officials, attacking the U.S. military bases in the region, attacking Israel. And during past 20 days, you have seen how powerfully they are retaliating. I think perhaps Israelis and Americans, they should have already studied the history when Iran resisted 8 years. Saddam invaded Iran. The US, Europe, Soviet Union, China, India, all regional countries, they were supporting the aggression of Saddam, and Iran was alone. And for 8 years, Iran alone resisted. And Saddam is over 20 years, Saddam is gone. Therefore, I think they will be able to continue their resilience, their resistance, at least for months to come. And about the assassination strategy with Israelis now they are leading, if you go back again, Christian, to history, after Revolution 1979, up to the US-Israeli attack on Iran in 2025, thousands of Iranian officials have been assassinated, thousands. And during 8 years war, after war, under different circumstances, but we have never seen regime collapse or dysfunctionality, or disintegration of the system. And after the first US attack, 2025 up to now, I think more than 200 officials have been assassinated, but you see still the system is intact. Therefore, I really don't believe the assassination strategy would bring regime collapse. Perhaps it could be more counterproductive for Israel and for the US, because during past 20 days, you have seen the Iranians have been united. They are worried about the security and stability of their country, especially when they have seen hundreds of homes, hospitals, schools, even historical monuments have been destroyed by the attack. Now they are very much concerned about the security and the stability. That's why they have been united. They are in the streets. Thousands of people every day, they are in the streets in order to defend the integrity and sovereignty of the country. But having said that, Christian, we should not make a mistake. Majority of Iranians, they are not satisfied with the social and economic situation of the country.
Right. I was going to
This
ask you
is
about
a
that.
fact.
I was going to.